Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. I hope you are doing well. So today we will be discussing something new, that is we will be developing basic app using Google Gemini SDK, that is Gemini chatbot we will be creating, so that you all also have a hands-on experience like how you can create a basic app using the Gemini SDK, and you can also create your mini application where you can chat in that and you can question to the Gemini basically chatbot, and then they will give you the answers. So basically we will not start with the coding directly. Like every video that I have seen on the internet, they are directly jumping onto the code. Before jumping onto the code, we will just think like if you are a developer and you have to make basic app, or you have to make an app, what are the basic things that you require? So first of all, you have to follow MVVM architecture or either MVC architecture, any you can go ahead. See, chatbot is a small app, we can go with MVC, but I just wanted to give you a glimpse of MVVM because in the production base, when the application is huge, we usually prefer MVVM. So MVVM is a better for practice, although MVC is a good approach for the chatbot app. It is a small app that we are creating, but MVVM I will be creating so that you also had a experience like how MVVM is working. So basically in case of MVVM, what my plan is, like in my app architecture, I will just give you a glimpse. So we will have a model. So basically in this model will be our Gemini SDK model, that would be an AI trained model that we will be taking up from the Google, and here we will be having a view model. In this view model, basically I will be calling the API. Okay, so here I will make the API calls in order to fetch the data from the AI model, and once we get this data, I will just display it on my view. So this is my pattern, like I will be planning to make the app. So we will start with the MVVM implementation and with the app directly from the scratch. So just stay tuned with me, and then we will be able to build a small app. So let's start with it. So basically first you have this, you have to search on the Google, like Google Gemini iOS SDK, and you will get this on the GitHub. It is very easy, you just need to copy this. Okay, and then you have to just create your own Xcode project, and once we are opening with the Xcode project, we will start from the beginning. We will create a new project using SWIFTUI. So here is my Xcode being loading, so we need to just wait for a couple of minutes, and here we are, I think. So my Xcode would be opening up. So we can create a new project, and this we can create the app as simply we can create Gemini chat box. Okay, so here is the interface. I'm creating it as of now on the desktop only. So here is my chat box that has been preloading, and first we have to integrate the Google SDK. Okay, so for integrating the SDK, you need to jump on this project, and on the project you have something that is known as info. Okay, and here we have build phases, build settings. So you need to go on to the build phases, and here you need to just think of some, where are they, you have to link the libraries, you have to add the frameworks. So you can just open up the framework, and you have to add some other frameworks. So you have some other package dependency, you can click on it, and here are they. So you can click on the URL that we have copied, and you saw we get the SDK here. So you can add the package, so it will verify and it will add the package, and you have to add the target. We won't be doing the unit testing, we only would be just creating the app, so I will just add it on the target. So if you want to do the unit testing and all, so you can add it on those respectively as well. So we will add it to the target, and here it is. See, as you can see, generative AI Swift. So you got the packages that are required to be the part of the chat box. Okay, so now here I will be creating one more file that would be a new group, and we can call it as view model, since we will be calling the APIs over here. And here I will be just creating another file in it, that would be, we can create it as chatbot view model. Simple. Okay, so here is the basic steps that I have done, and then we can create the class that we want to have it here. So let's create it, and we can call it FC chatbot view model, and let's keep it as observable type, so that we have the data that has been coming, so we can observe them. We will be using Swift latest code, so that you are also well aware like how things are working. So here in this, now see, you have to do a little bit R&D and see how things are working. So here you just need to see the steps here. Go to the Google, log in with the account. You have to create an API key for yourself. Okay. So you have to, in order to create an API key, you cannot directly just call the APIs over here. You have your API key, you have to log in and you have to make your API key. So here is my API key. So I will just copy this API key. So I have it here. I will keep it copied. Okay. So we have the API key now ready with us. After this, we just you have to do the steps that are given to you. You do not need to just do R&D. So you can see how we have to do. Here it is. We have to first import it. Okay, we have to import the file. So let's go and import the file. Okay, I would be just doing in front of you so that you guys know how you have to do the R&D and how you have to do the steps. After importing, you need to initialize the model. Great. So you have to make a model. So what we can do, we can make it let model. Okay, let's keep it var type, so it might change also. Okay, so let model is equals to, or let's keep it as of now var. Let's see if we require, we will change. Okay, so here it is and we will give it init. And here what is the model type, you need to think of it. So let's first copy the model and then see what is the model type. So here is the model type, generative model. Got it. Okay, so here it is. So we will copy the same. Done. Okay, so here you have done your things. Okay, here is the generative model. So here you have the latest things, and API key is the API key that you need to fetch. Okay, that I told you we have to copy, we have to create. This also I will tell you how you can put your API key. Directly also you can put, but that is not a good approach. Okay, so let's do something. So where is it? Here is the quick start. So you need to check like how things are running. Directly you can. So here it is. We have to try await the model. Okay, so let's see. So here is the first, we need to initialize the API key. So how to go with those things? So you have to go in your info. You have these things over here. Okay, so what you have to do? Okay, so here you can add your API key. You can write it API underscore key. Okay, done. So and then what is your name you have given here? You can put that value like this. There is your key here. So here is the thing. Okay, you can make this P capital or as it is. So let me make this P capital. Here is your API key. Okay, so your API key is also been done. After your API key, what you need, you do not need to now put this. So directly what you can do, you can just copy the API key, and for the API key I will just write the code in a second. So here is the model. Now what we have to do, we have to fetch the details. Okay, so in the model we have to fetch the details. So directly you can see what we are doing, we are fetching the detail. Okay, so here is the model. So what we can do, I will write a function. Okay, so I will write a function that will say, we can say generate answer, and here we will put our question, whatever question we have for the chat box, we can have it, and we can say like it is of async type and it can throw error, async throws. Okay, since because it is an API call, we can throw an error might occur, so we can just replace the thing async throws. And okay, my bad, async throws, and then we have the whatever we will get as the string, we will pass it. Done. Okay, so this is our things are done. Now we have a do block, and then we will have a catch block over here, and then we can throw the error. These are the basic setups that you can do, proper setups that you have to do actually. And here we can have let response, and whatever response we have, basically whatever response we will be getting over here, we can say let response is equals to whatever we have a try await, and then we will make the API call to our model, and we will ask. Here you can see we have the generating things. So we have the generate content, we have the generate content stream. So you need to check like how you have to go. So we can say generate content, and then we can pass the question, whatever question we have here. Okay, so once we have the question, we will see what is the type of the response. So you can see the type of the response is generate content request. So we can just see and build like how things are getting done. Okay, just first let me return the string, else it will keep shouting on me. So we will have the response and we have to just return the text type. Okay, so it will be returning the answer in this form. So once we have the answer, what we can do, so it could be null, pretty obvious. So we can just return it, oh, like something like bad request, try again. We can put it like this. Okay, so you can return this like this directly, but if you want, you are creating an observable object. So what we can do, we can have some play around with the data. We can have it let response, and we can create it of string type. Okay, and then we can create it of where type, basically, because the response will be changing on our answers. So what we can say, we have our response and then response, and is it as of string type, and as of now we do not need to have it, so we can make it as empty. Simple. Okay, so we can make it as that empty, and here directly we can say response is equals to response. Done. So this part is done now. So we can emit this let, so directly we have the things over here, and then we can pass the response dot text. So here we can say let response is equals to whatever we have, and then instead of returning, we can have response is equals to, okay, we can have self. So this is a local one and that's the final one. Done. So we don't need to return the things now. Things are better. Once we have done this, now it's time, like, we have to go back and just decorate our view. Where is my view? Here it is. So we have to just make the calls and then see how things to set up. So here is my view. What I need to do, I have to call my view model. So let my we can make it private type. We have the SWIFTUI observable type to take care of it. Let private and let, and let's call it view model is equals to chatbot view model. Done. Okay, so view model also we do not need to initialize, so we can remove this model as well, and model is also not required anymore, so we can remove this part as well. Even we can remove this, so like this we can keep it. Okay, done, and we can make it nil. Simple. So here it is, my chatbot is, my view model has been initialized, and now what you have to do, you have to just make a text field. Okay, so because that text field user will enter the things, and we can make it first of private type. We have to make the state type and private where let, and we can make it like text field. Okay, and here it is of, and as of now initially it is blank. Okay, so here we have the things and we have to make it. Okay, so okay, my bad, here it is, and it is at the rate state private where things are done, and now we have to make a text field. So here is my text field that will go, I have the text field, and let's create the, okay, text field, and here is my text. So text I have to bind it, so let's bind it with the text field, and here is my label. So label whatever you want to give, you wish to give, you can, I can just put it as a text, and let's say ask me. Okay, so this is done, we can remove this part. So here is a text field that has been appearing. Okay, and here we will have a if let, and we will check if the response is having something. Okay, so if view model dot response is not empty, okay, so we can just put it here like this, response, and we can make it as of optional type so that we can have a check over there. So I will make it as nil. So done. So here we can have whatever text we got, so we can display that. So here the thing is being done. Okay, and now your question would be, hey, you have where you will make the API call. Correct. So here is my text field, and on the text field I will just make a small button. Okay, so let's create a edge tag over here, and Okay, so here let's have a button, and let's take it the, okay, here is the title. We can say send. Let's see, make a label out here. That would be much better and easy for us. Let's keep it little bit easy for us to understand. Here is the action and here is the label. So label, you can put a image over here, and image we can have it from the SF symbols. See, I will be just going basics so that at least you know how things are being done. Okay, here in the SF symbol you can press button, so you got the images. Okay, so basically we need arrow here. If we keep going with the iOS setup, so we have the arrow. Where is the arrow? We need an upward arrow. Here is it. So see, here is the arrow. We got the name, so we will put this dot blue. So where is my image? I think we need to give system name. Now it will work. Yeah, here it is. A little button is here. Great. So here is my text, here is my button. So why did I create the button? So once we have the text, so we will check if text, and then to be very honest, I do not want my view to be having some random code. So I will put here send question. Okay, and here I will put the question. Okay, I can take it as an internal variable, and here I can have it as a question of string type. Okay, so this is of string type. Sometimes we might be in a situation where we do not have any value and user is just uselessly pressing the things. That is not a good approach. So what we can do, we will keep a check over here. If question is not empty, so when if our question is not empty, then only we will make the API call. So now here we will make the API call, like we will have the generate question. Okay, so here it is, and we have to make it of task type because it is an asynchronous call and it will be taking time. So whatever my question is, I will just directly pass over here. Okay, so things, and I have to add await better, and here as a try. So as you can see, we have the things ready here. Okay, so now you have your question, and whenever you will get the answer, you will be, your view model is of observable type. So here whenever you will get the answer, your view model will tell the response, hey, I have got the value, and it will print the values here. Okay, this part is done now. So we have to just send the question. So whatever button action we have, we will just put send question, and what is the text field, we will just send the text field value. Whatever the text field value it is having, it will send it as a question, and then it will display. Simple, clear. So now what we can do, we can have a spacer over here just to bring the question, like our things down. So that would be much easy, so that you can ask the question and then you will have the things over here. So this is done. Now I just have to do whatever, like I have to just put my API key over here. Okay, so in order to get my API key, what you can do, name of your key, and you have given it API underscore key. I hope we have this name in the plist. We can just go ahead and check. So where is it? Yeah, it is API and key. So we are good with this also. So here we are having the API key, and whatever key we will get, we will display it like this. Done. So our key will also be now holding a value. Okay, so and if it is of null type, we will give it like this. We can check it. Done. So here is my content model. Okay, so here is the code for basically where we can find out like our API key from our, basically we have the info plist in the info added. So here is my view model. I am just looking over this API key. Okay, so I told you like here is my key, that is for the API key. Here in the, where is my info, and in the info I wrote this API key. So here this only we can copy it, and if it find any key, so we will get that value, and that value we can pass it in the model, so it will find the questions for us. So the point is we have the view over us with us, and here is the thing. So let's try in the app itself and run, so that at least we have the debugger and we will see the things are working or not. So here is it. It is saying ask me as the text field. So let's say write an essay on my house, a simple one as of now. So here is my API call that is being made, and here are the if we get any. Okay, so here we are. So please tell me more about your house, write an essay. So here you see you get all the things that you have here. So we will know. So let's say 2 plus 2. Okay, so we know it is 4. So it was a very small query, so it gave us answer at a very fast rate. This is how you can make it. So in order to make a progress view, what you can do, you can put a progress view over here. Okay, so here is the thing. So here what we can do, we can make a progress view. For the progress view, you can make it like struct, and here we can put progress view. Okay, progress view screen we can give it, and view, it has to be of a view modifier type. Okay, this time, so it will be a view modifier, and here it would be func body. Here is the content. So what we can do, we have the content, whatever the self we can have it, and self dot, and whatever we will do, we will put an overlay over it. Overlay, where is it? Or we can do it directly content by self. We have the content dot overlay, and here is the overlay we have. So what we can do, we have the progress view, and this is a progress view. You can keep it of any type. So as of now I can keep it style. Where is the style? Where is it? I remember it was like progress view. I think within this it was like automatic. Somewhere I remember we have a progress view. Labor timer, no, we have it, and here, so it would be probably automatic only. So I remember there was a something, not style progress view or something like, yeah, here is it, progress. So we can keep it automatic, circular, linear, as per your choice. You can go ahead with any. So for the time being I just have to make it, so I'm making it, and we have to put an extension, and extension to our view. Over here we will put func, and we can show like show loader type, we can make it. Okay, and here we will have it as a modify, and we can return. Okay, I have to return of some type of view. It will return us some view. Here it is, or you can keep it any view, that would be much easy for you. So any view, and here we can return, or we cannot, it's up to you, you can return or not return. So you have the modifier. Okay, so you can tick it as it, and here is my modifier. Whatever is the modifier name we have created at the top, it is progress view screen. Here it is. So now what we can do, we have a show loader type, so we can create another bool type at the rate state private where show loader, and it would be of bool type, and it would be as of now false. So once we will make the API call, we will make it as true. So here we are sending the query. So as soon as we will send the query, so what we can do, once the query is sent, we can make it show loader. Where is my function? Show loader, right? So here is my show loader, and we can make it as true. Okay, and once my query, I have the data. Okay, so after this try await. So try await makes sure like this, once this line is having data, then is executed properly, then only your another line will be called. So what you can do, you can make a show loader is equals to false. So this means you will have the data at this time. Okay, and now you have to put it on the vstack. So where is my vstack that has been ending? It is ending over here. So what you can do, you can put it after the padding, that show loader. Okay, and here my bad, I have to take it as the argument also, like show loader of bool type, and that I have to pass it in here also, show loader. Okay, show loader. So that will, so here also I have to get, my bad, I forgot to add. So let show loader, it would be of bool type, and here what we will check, like if show loader is true, then we will return. Okay, so my loader has been made. So after the making of the loader, I have just passed it here, I have made it as false, so things are now pretty good. What we can do, like every time I have to press this button, so instead of pressing the button, I can, when you know, like in the when you are working on a mobile, when you press enter, things work fine. So what we can do, on submit we can call this button action together, this part we can call it again. So here we can call it. Okay, so these two are getting repeated, so I will remove these two lines and will put it in this send question only. So what we can do, we can make this in this like show loader would be true here, and what we will do, we will make the text field as empty, And what we can do, see, every time when you print you have the response over here. So what you can go ahead in the view model, and here you can put your response is equals to nil, so that you have a screen clear when you are fetching again the new data. So let's see and run like things are working pretty good or not. So here it is, ask me anything. So let's say, what is a computer, let's see, RAM, I think. And without, see, my keyboard is mouse is over here, I will press enter from the keyboard and things will go, because I have pressed enter, I have written this code on submit off. So here it is my circular, that is a loader being made. So I think the API call is being made, that's why the loader is going on. And here is the answer, what is a computer RAM, and you have your answer over here. Pretty things are good now. So these things could be done. So if the answer is big, what you can do, something more, if you want to do it here. So you can make this vstack, and this vstack you can make it like of a scroll view type. Okay, so you can put this things like here, scroll view, and whatever content you want only content till here, to be honest. Okay, in this scroll view only you want this content. Okay, so here it is, your scroll view, and here it is your vstack. You can make it again like this. So now it will work. So your this part is now scrollable, so you do not have to worry about it. Okay, so okay, the stack, I think. Okay, and oh my bad, I put it this entire in the scroll view. So this is my v stack, and I have to put it like here. Okay, one extra bracket, and you can see how a bracket also play an important role during the view. So let's see, write about a computer, let's take it Rome. Okay, and here it is, here is my circular view going on, and answer is waiting for the answer. And you see now it is scrollable. You have when many text, you can see you can scroll the things easily. So this is a small glimpse of how you can make your MVVM like a chatbot. You can make it and in the form of proper MVVM. Like this was your MVVM architecture that I have been followed on a higher level. Okay, so here was my view, here was my basically my view model and my view, and in the view model I did not do anything, so I just made it here only itself. So if you want, you can put it outside also, and proper keys were fetched, and you have a proper UI as well. So nothing is like in a short form, you have the entire thing. And this code I will push, and the code link of this code in the description is in the description box, so you can go and have this copy of these things, and then things would be easy. But just only you have to do is put your own API key over here. So you can put your own API key and you can run this app as well. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. And if you have any feedback regarding this video, feel free to put the feedback in the comment section. I will try to reply as much as possible. Thank you.